Hello, hello, Hidden Hermit here. Look, there's the moon, and here is another moon from the Night Sun Tarot. Um, I'm just going to say it, as moon cards go, I love this card. I love it so much. Now, the moon is indeed possibly my bogey card. When it comes up in readings, I always say, oh, well, the moon's here, anything could happen. But I do think the Night Sun card does pick apart that kind of mysterious vibe. So when we think about the moon when it comes up in a reading, and I don't want to talk about the archetype of the moon card because I'm specifically looking at the night sun card, but the moon tells us about your imagination, things that wax and wane, your intuition as well, things that are hidden. Mystery is the my favorite buzzword for the moon, and the night sun deck is no different. So first of all, it tells us that it is tarot key number 18. And the moon card astrologically symbolizes Pisces, which is a very strange, if you ask me, a very strange correspondence. Why can't the moon be the moon? Well, there's all sorts of answers to that question, which I'm not going to go into now. The Hebrew letter of Kof. I know I'm not pronouncing that right. It's Quph. So it could be Kop. I don't know. That's the Hebrew letter associated with tarot key number 18. But let's just have a really good look at this moon card. Now, the Night Sun deck does not lend itself well to reversals. It's not designed that way. However, as a tarot reader, it's entirely up to you. However, if you reverse this particular moon card, you pretty much get the same image. There are some very minor differences, but it's the same, and that's brilliant if you ask me, because the moon has its cycle, it has its waxing and its waning, it has its phases. It could be a new moon, it could be a full moon, it could be any one of 28 and a half stages, or indeed the 4 or 8 phases, depending on what your esoteric background is. But the fact that you can flip this card over and you still get the same image, I absolutely love. If we look at closer, you have a seal of Solomon, I believe. There's something specific about that which I do not know. But again, no matter which way you put it, it pretty much gives you the same information. Now, these two female figures, of course, the moon is very feminine. They each have a rather big dog hanging out with them. Now, there is a difference between the dogs. Now, what was it again? I don't know if it's just the artist, the way he rendered it, but it does seem to be, they do seem like, well, they're different animals, obviously. But the main focus of this moon card are the two women. You can see through them. It's like they're in an X-ray. Now, the major difference, if you ask me about the card, of their faces. So if we look at that face there, she's got her eyes shut, and the one on the other side, her eyes are open. I mean, you say it out loud. Your intuition. I mean, is she blind as well? She's got her eyes open, but her eyes are whited out. You have this triple moon scepter that's behind her, which we can also see in the High Priestess card. But yes, these women are translucent, and yeah, they're both pregnant. I mean, you could talk forever about the symbology of it. You can definitely see the babies in their stomachs as well. One of the women has her hand on a dog. No, her hand is behind her. She's holding on to something there, whereas this one has her hand out as if waiting to receive something. It's just a great moon card. I mean, other things going on. You got this box with more Hebrew letters going on behind it. It's a very blue background. You got this geometric shape going on here, which is reminiscent to the back, but slightly different. But yeah, I love this moon card. I really do. I really do. As someone who's not a great fan of the moon card, because it can put an element to the reading that it can distort the reading in a lot of ways, or take it down a path that doesn't feel familiar, which obviously is a good thing sometimes. But as moon cards go, I just love it. Is it my favourite moon card? It could possibly be. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Now, the little white book that comes with the Night Sun, some of the words that are associated with it, and they really are just signposts. Really, it's not a intricate description in any way, but receptiveness, imagination, intuition, mystery, unveiling, the idea of the mother, an ideal indeed, subconscious, of course, research, solitude, madness, secrets and prejudices. And the question the Night Sun Tarot asks you when the moon comes up is, can I trust my intuition? Can you indeed? This is the moon from the Night Sun Tarot.